Okay, so in this video, look, even if it's like 2 weeks before Christmas and you're a complete beginner, I'm going to show you how to make $1,000 for Christmas. Let's get straight on the screen and let's not waste any time here. So I'll keep this fast and flowing. So 4 steps to make $1,000 for Christmas, even as a complete beginner, and you start with $7. So what's the first step? Okay, the first step is you need to break it down. You need to know your numbers, so you need to know what you're aiming at. Okay, so and by the way, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a bonus to help you do this, right? So we'll fly. So costs $7 for the first thing that you're going to do, right? And it pays $6 commissions, right? So let's just have a quick look at what you're going to get. You're going to come to leveragethisystem.com, leveragethisystem.com. Drop your email in to unlock step two. You saw it was $7. You put this in. Now, what this does is it stops fake people, robots. It stops bots getting onto your system because this is all a complete system done for you, right? Now, I'm already in the system, so I'm just going to say, just continue the tour, and it would take you to this page. And what you get for your $7 is you get a sales funnel. You get everything set up for you, ready to go. I'll tell you where most people fail in this online world is follow up, right? It takes, it takes like up to 12 exposures to get somebody to buy something these days because we're all busy, we're all distracted. This has AI. This is David, an AI follow-up, right? David not only emails, everybody emails. Oh, I'm so bored. Everybody emails, right? But David will also send a text message and he will also even phone people, right? To follow up with them. It's no pressure. It's just giving people the information and people need to see the information at least kind of 5 times these days. They say 7, don't they? At least 5, up to maybe 12 times before they make a decision, even on a $7 sale, right? So go and put your email in leveragethisystem.com. You can see for yourself, you can check out the AI, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop in here $1,000 divided by, now get this, it pays $6 commissions, which is crazy, right? So because of the payment processor fees, you know the company are not making any money on that. So what is $1,000 divided by 6? Okay, well, you would need to make, I've got my trusty calculator here. 1,000 divided by 6. You would need to make 166.6 sales. Let's call it 167 sales before Christmas. Now that's like, okay. Um, it's doable. It's doable, but if you're a complete beginner, I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to be harder, right? So we need to somehow make more money. Now, if you come and you look, you'll notice on here, look like a pro, earn like one too. There's an additional sale, which is only $37, right? And you get some cool AI stuff in here that works to generate interest, right? That's Jeff Mills, who works as part of this system. He was into AI before probably you heard of it for the world of online and making money, right? So he's a pro. He has a company called Smart AI, and he's put together this AI tool to help you go and promote this. So it's only, was it $37 one time? Okay. So you get it instead of the 197, you get it for $37 if you buy it with this, and it pays $25 commissions, right? So a percentage of people take that as an offer. So if we come back here, so it's going to be the $6 plus the 25, right? So what's that? So that's 25, 31. So 1,000 divided by 31. Now we drop down, right? We don't need 167 cells anymore. 32.2. So that's just 33 sales, right? That's a lot easier, right? That's achievable. But we want to make it even easier, don't we? Right? We want to do even better than that. So what happens is, and by the way, let me just say this right here. You can start just with a $7 product and then you can go and make some sales to generate enough to go and buy the additionals, right? Okay, but the 37 you kind of got to do early because that's part of the offer when you sign up. So you want to do that at least if you can. But then everything else I'm going to show you now, you can just go and make some sales to be able to afford the hire if you're on a budget, right? I've been there, I completely understand. So when you go ahead and you sign up for this, what you're going to get is you're going to get this offer right now. That this page is coming in at the time of recording this. You might see a different page, but I'm going to show you this one because this should be up by the time you see this video. And here's a fantastic offer, right? So if you, especially if you are new, you're going to want to know, how do I generate leads, right, and traffic, right? How do I do it? Well, this has AI. It's good. First of all, you get a book, free ad secrets, how to advertise for free, right? But you also get these AI custom agents, and these actually you communicate with them and it tells you how to go and promote your business, right? So it's almost like having staff. It's almost like having marketing experts, right? That you can say, listen, I've got to promote this. What do I do? And they know, and they will come and they will tell you using AI, right? So I mean, to be honest with you, could charge a lot more for it, but they don't, right? And they only charge 147. And there are some other bonuses as well. You can have a look. So you get the free ad secrets book, you get 7 marketing coaches, right? Now, if you're thinking, well, I don't want to promote this, just hang on. Bear with me on this video, please, just for a minute, because you can use this to promote any business, right? And we're coming to that, right? So, and then you get Mind Mastery Magic, which is actually my course, which is mindset and the mindset of making money online. It wasn't, guys. I mean, AI wasn't around when I sort of started to make it online, but the mindset is important, so you kind of understand why it works for some people and maybe not for others. So that's in there as a bonus. Okay, workshops as well are included. And then you also get a free trial of something called the Power Lead System. I'll come back to that in a second. Right, so this is $147, you probably saw. So it's 147. You can buy it later if you want. Okay. But it pays $100 commission. So if we come back to our $1,000 before Christmas, what's $1,000 divided by 100, right? Well, that's 10. So now all of a sudden we only need 10 sales, right? We only need 10 sales of that. Will everybody buy it? Probably not. You might. Okay. But I'll be upfront with you. Maybe not everybody will, right? So let's just have a think though. If somebody buys the 6 plus the 25 plus the 100, which people do, right? So what's that? 131, right? 1,000 divided by 131. Now we only need 7.6 sales. So we'll have to round it up to 8 because we can't have 0.6 of a person. 8 sales. Between now and Christmas, now all of a sudden it's looking easier, right? Now there's another thing you saw on there. It gave you a free trial of the Power Lead System, which is the websites that make all of this work and everything, like a sales funnel and extra trainings and things like that. That's a monthly option, okay, at $53.97 a month, and it pays $20 commissions plus a check match, right? So you get a $10 check match, right? So I'm not going to linger on that one, but let's just come back here. If we said that pays $20 commissions, which it does, divided by $20, right? Recurring, like your bills. Your bills are recurring, aren't they? Your Wi-Fi, gas, your electric, okay, Netflix, they're recurring, right? They come in every month, right? This $20 is a monthly service and it pays a recurring commission, right? So now $1,000 could not just be like one time by Christmas. It's 50 sales for a monthly $1,000, right? So now you can see how you can turn this into your freedom. Okay, so the first step is break it down. Know your numbers, right? Now we know our numbers. We know what we're going for. As little as 10 sales, right? I can start lower. I can make some money. I can come back. I can build it up, right? So number 2 is teamwork. Okay, so you know that $100 sales, one pass up. So I'm going to be honest with you, you don't get your first $100 sale. That goes to your referrer, right? And the idea is they should help you, right? Now, in this case, if you're watching this, that would be me. I will be happy to help you, and you're going to see that bonus in a minute. Okay, so you get $100. The first one passes up, but guess what? When you make those other 9 sales, if all of those people make a $100 sale, that passes up to you. So that's how you can actually now, all of a sudden, you think, hang on a minute, I could make one sale. I could make 2 sales. My first $100 passes up, the second $100, that person goes out, and it starts like a chain reaction, right? So everybody that passes up to you, their first sale, comes to you. So that's where the element of teamwork, everybody trying to help each other, comes in, right? So that could be a massive, massive, massive. I'm going to advise you, though, as part of my mindset, focus on this bit, because then the rest follows. Don't focus on other people doing it for you. You've got to take control of your destiny, right? I don't want anyone else to be in charge of my finances other than me. So when all that happens, it's a fantastic bonus, but I don't rely on it. Okay. Now then, hot dogs, what's this got to do with anything? I said to you earlier about if you're in another business, right? Find a hungry market. Everybody that's online, they want, in fact, let me highlight this one in a different color, right? Everybody online, right, that is looking to make money online as a side hustle. What do they want? They want eyeballs. They want people seeing what they've got, right? And most people are like, I don't know how to promote. I don't know what to do. Can you see how this system, the sales funnel's all done for you, the follow-up's done for you with AI. It's only $7 to get started. You can come in for just $7. It pays $6 commissions. So you can actually make money sharing this system. Now, what happens is inside the follow-up, you put another website in of your choosing, could be anything else that you promote. So that means every network marketer on the planet, every affiliate marketer on the planet would potentially be a fantastic customer for this system, right? Now, what have hot dogs got to do with it? If I said to you, listen, I want you to go and sell the most hot dogs, most hot dogs. I want you to go and sell. I want you to sell a lot of hot dogs, and I'm going to put you in competition with this other person. You tell me what you want, and they tell me what they. I'll tell you what I want, actually. So you might say, well, I want the finest quality hot dogs. I want the tastiest hot dogs. I want the best buns. I want the finest sauce. Okay. And I would say, I just want reasonable hot dogs, right? But I want a stand at a football stadium where there's no food concessions. So when people come out, I know they're going to be hungry. Because then, right, I have a hungry market. I have a hungry market. Anybody online with a side hustle, maybe you're already in one, I guarantee they want leads, they want sales, they want ways of driving traffic. And all of this, that's what that delivers, right? And it will even promote your other website, your other company, your other product, your other service inside the follow-up, right? From that $7 one time, by the way, it's one time, right? $7 one time. Okay, incredible. So that's your hungry market story, right? We have a hungry market. Recurring, we already mentioned that higher up, okay? There's recurring element there, okay? Just 50 sales. Oops, look at that. Just 50 sales. Why isn't that working, guys? Just 50 sales for 1,000 per month. Maybe you want to make a couple of extra hundred. A lot of people online, they just want to make a couple of extra hundred a month, right? That's just 10 sales, right? Maybe you want to do more, okay? And there are other things you can do once you're inside the system, but as you are bringing lots of people in on that front end, it's like a filter. A lot of people buy the 7, a lot of them will pay the 37, then probably, I don't know, half of them buy the $100, and then it comes down as people pay monthly and stuff sometimes, but it builds up over time, and you can actually build up into a beautiful system there. So then the last thing is system and support, right? This is part of a company called the Power Lead System. They've been around for, I think it's about 15 years now, 14, 15 years. They're not going anywhere. It's stable. It's been around a long time. It got kind of a little bit stale, but that's when they brought AI in to bring it back into life, like a couple of years ago. And it's flying again because of that, and because of the AI, and because of who it serves, right? It serves that hungry market. So you get a lot of people. They do live calls. They do weekly webinars. Okay, weekly webinars for support. Dedicated AI. So you can ask it 24/7. Human support. Neil is great. Neil is the owner. Yeah, we'll actually get on a call with you if you want to. You can book it right from the back office. So the owner is fantastically present here. So you get that as well. Okay. Now, the other thing is I said bonus. I talked about a bonus. So although this isn't like network marketing, right? They're just like one pass up, but it isn't network marketing. It's a two-tier affiliate deal in effect, really. What I want to do is I want to help you get your sales, right? So I have a few income streams, and one of them is a network marketing deal, right? So I've helped my team, I put this together, how to get your first two referrals in network marketing, right? Straightforward system that works even if you're brand new. If you go and you buy even the $7 system, leave a comment below this video, right? And I will send you that guide. I will tell you how to get that guide. Okay. Or you can message me on Facebook if we're on Facebook. So but if you want to get that guide to help you, it says your first two, but you can use the process again and again and again. I just know that's a hurdle for most people. It's just to make that first sale. But the first one could just be a fluke. The second one proves it works. So that's why I focus on two. So you can get that guide that I wrote for my team. I'll give that to you as a personal gift for me when you just spend that $7. Right. So we'll give you that to help. But everything you need is in the system. I want to stress that. I want to give you that extra to help you get there faster. That's what I want to do. So listen, that's the call to action. Now listen, if you're into making money online, I have lots of videos planned. So please subscribe. Please give the video a thumbs up, right? Because it just helps the algorithm and it lets me know people are watching. If you want to leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from. That would be great. Okay. And what you thought about this video would be great. Good or bad, doesn't matter. And I will hopefully see you inside the system at leveragethisystem.com. It's called Lead Lightning is the actual product. I've got to keep going back right now. Your $6 commission machine is ready for you. It's a $7 one-time payment. Leverage this system.com. See you there.